Two sisters face court over alleged fraudulent South African documents amid illegal immigration crackdown. Two siblings have been summoned to court over forged documents Free State crackdown on illegal immigration in the province. The Free State spokesperson, Lieutenant Colonel Thabo Covane, said that the siblings appeared to court on September 10th in connection with unlawful possessions of South African identity documents and contravention of the Immigration Act. The suspects were arrested in King Street, Dagbreek, near Welkom with South African identity documents which were believed to have been acquired through fake documents. An investigation by the illicit mining team with the assistance of police and immigration officers found that the suspects allegedly falsified personal information at Home Affairs in order to get the document. More research showed that the two suspects have foreign travel documents and used emergency passports. It was also discovered that they had foreign travel documents and used emergency passports to enter and leave the Republic of South Africa during 2006, Covane said. This case is one in a series of measures against illegal immigrants in the Free State. The police and other law enforcement agencies have arrested a total of 29 people during this month for similar infringements under Operation Vala Umkoti. Meanwhile, several vehicles which were reported stolen in South Africa have been recovered in neighboring Lesotho following a multidisciplinary operation called Siyaxoxa, which brought different stakeholders and communities together in a cross-border operation. The anti-crime blitz was intensified around the Lesotho and Free State border, according to SA Police Service SAPS spokesperson Captain Lorraine Early. During the 5-day operation, 72 suspects were arrested on charges such as possession of suspected stolen goods, driving while under the influence, possession of a dangerous weapon, illegal possession of a firearm, and contravention of the Immigration Act, she said. The operation had emphasis on illegal border crossings, and the law enforcement agencies confiscated man-made bridges and rafts were going through the Caledon River and its banks at various points. People who crossed the border illegally were also arrested, said Early. Hundreds of sandbags were destroyed and wooden logs were dismantled. Vehicle investigators went to Mafeteng in Lesotho, where they found a Ford Ranger that was stolen in March 2021 in Berea, Gauteng, a Toyota Fortuner that was stolen in Krugersdorp in May 2024, a BMW that was stolen in Midrand in January 2017, and a Toyota Quantum of which the VIN and engine numbers were tampered with and stolen in Soshanguve in May 2021, said Early. She said around Botshabelo in Free State, stray cattle were found and checked by the police. Further investigation revealed that they were stolen in Deversdorp in August 2024. Police confiscated 5 cattle. In Wettesdorp, members followed up on information, arrested man and confiscated 9 stolen sheep, she added. Police actions such as roadblocks, vehicles control points, stop and searches, as well as visits to second-hand dealers were also conducted during the blitz. Some non-complying shop owners were issued with fines and others were arrested after illegal items were discovered. The operation, which is crime intelligence-led, is concluded but will take place on a regular basis in order to combat cross-border crimes. This was conducted at towns on the borders of Lesotho, and all relevant stakeholders were summoned to take part, she said. Earlier this year, IOL did an investigation into the rampant crime of stolen vehicles, which is a constant headache for the SAPS, motorists, and private security companies in all parts of the country. On a regular basis, IOL has covered stories in the gateway provinces of Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Free State, and KwaZulu-Natal, where stolen or hijacked cars are intercepted while being driven towards neighboring countries of Zimbabwe, Eswatini, Lesotho, and Mozambique. In the series of stories run by IOL, trends show that the double cab buggies and the sport utility vehicles SUVs are favorite targets for the criminals, who then make an easy pass onto the freeway into a dash towards the country's border. However, many of the stolen or hijacked vehicles have been intercepted and recovered on the busy South African roads, in some instances with number plates cloned and at times the vehicle's registrations altered. In the meantime, children aged 4, 5, and 8 shot execution style in high flats mass murder. 3 children aged 4, 5, and 8 were among a family of 7 gunned down in a shooting in high flats in KwaZulu-Natal. At this stage, the motive for the Wednesday night shooting remains the subject of a police investigation, and no arrests have been effected. According to a police report, neighbors reported hearing gunshots coming from the homestead in high flats Goxa area. When police arrived on scene, they discovered the bodies of the deceased. There were spent cartridges also in the room, which was identified to be the lounge. There were 7 victims found, and they all appeared to be shot execution style, the police reports read. Provincial Premier Tamsanqa Ntuli has condemned the attack. He is calling on police to leave no stone unturned in their investigation into the recent barbaric killings at high flats. Ntuli further expressed his deep concern over these brutal acts of violence and called for an end to such acts in the province. Premier Ntuli has instructed KwaZulu-Natal Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi to deploy every available resource to apprehend the perpetrators and ensure these atrocities are dealt with promptly and effectively. We remain dedicated to ensuring the safety and security of all citizens in KwaZulu-Natal. We wish to pass our message of condolences to the people affected by this tragic incident, he said. The Premier is expected to travel to the area on Thursday morning. And lastly, Prophet Boro granted 3,000 rand bail for Panga incident, security released on warning. The Palm Ridge Magistrate Court has granted self-proclaimed Prophet Paseka Boro Msoneng 3,000 rand bail while his security guard was released on a warning. Speaking to the media outside the court, Msoneng said the people claiming he assaulted them are lucky that he is a prophet. If I was not a prophet, I would have slashed them, he told reporters. The pair has been in custody for close to 40 days. He added that he has no interest in harming those who destroyed his church or those who are against him. Msoneng wants to make peace with the family who he claimed created his issue. Msoneng, 56, and his security guard were arrested on charges of intimidation after he and men arrived at the Katlehong school last month to fetch his grandchildren. IOL previously reported that there have been a conflict between his family and his now deceased daughter-in-law's family over the custody of the boy learners enrolled at the school in grade RR and grade 2. Addressing the media outside the court, Msoneng said the matter should have not played out the way that it did. He claimed that his sons-in-law have made several false statements against him, including allegations that he bribed people. Msoneng said he was glad that he went to jail. He claimed that he did it for his son. At a previous appearance, Msoneng was instructed not to speak to the media. He told journalists outside the court that he is not speaking about witnesses, rather he is speaking about the case against himself. The matter is due in court next month. And that's it from Egypt's Crime. Stay tuned to WASE Criminals and Correctional Updates.